back to talk more about Star Wars Unlimited Rares. And, well, we're on our Vigilance cards at the moment. So, why not start off with this card, because this card is not rare, it's uncommon. But if you look at the bottom there, out. If you look at the bottom there, it does say rare. So why is it uncommon to have the rare here rare? I'll tell you why. It took me a while to figure this out myself, because I can be dense sometimes. Yes, even me can be dense. But its rarity is rare because of the treatment of the card. The fact that it's full art makes it rare, which is not something I'm happy with. I'm not actually happy with. Should keep it almost rarity, even though the alt art is rare. Unlike the green general here, you don't have to play double color to play them, which is a good thing. And it's not when your units are defeated, it's when enemy units are defeated. Something you should be trying to do, which is something that most decks normally do, is defeat their opponent, enemy's characters. Or starships. So, yeah, just reward you for doing the normal thing. I have two legendaries. Funny enough, they're both vigilance. Here's the first one, who is 6/6 for 8, but it makes all your opponent's stuff weaker. And that's just nasty. See the L there? That means he's legendary. And Snook being legendary makes sense. If you manage to give this thing ambush, they have to defeat 2 units. You play it, then you attack. So that when played, it triggers, and then on attack triggers. So they have to defeat choose and defeat 2 units. Unfortunately, I can't kill the leader. That's a sad thing. So, you can even move upgrades. You can move opponents' upgrades around. And bounties are considered upgrades. So if you put this in a deck where you're trying to collect bounties and you have easy target in space, move a bounty to a space card, and bam, wham, collect your bounty. Or if you have the Sentinel card, club that gives you Sentinel, and he's gonna win in an arena, but it's in the grip card's in the wrong arena. Wham bam, it's in the right arena. Lots of things you can do with this. Also, if you're gonna build a Mandalorian deck, it fits in. But if you look at the Mandalorian cards, that makes sense. The Mandalorian cards care about the upgrades. They do. I don't like that they can still attack, but losing all abilities. Good thing. We're on Snoke, and they just become bigger again. We're on Avenger, and you can attack. Play it on an Atlas, and you can cast your events. Very useful card. getting rid of abilities, because abilities can be very, very, very annoying in this game. It can be removal. It can also be something you use so that when you attack a unit, it doesn't hit back as much. But if you have a force unit, it can definitely kill something. If you're playing a lot of force units and only one dies, and she should die before the other unit because of Sentinel, you gotta draw a card. Otherwise, just 2 experience counters. Both those. If I had a third one, I don't have a third in my deck. No. Maybe? No. Maybe. No. I don't know if I had a third, I would run them in my deck or not. Moving on. So, good means that he gets +1, +0 for each damage on him. So he gives all your units that. So if you're playing a deck that hits your units, and they don't have grid, it's good to give them grid. Also the fact that he has smuggle for the same amount and it deals 4 damage to a friendly unit. He could do 4 damage to himself and make him an 8 attack. Shield token, which means he has a second life, and the maze on there because if there's no, for some reason if for some reason you have managed to clear the board, he's not forced to defeat himself. That's why the maze there, in case you're wondering why it's a may and not a would play defeat unit. Well, that's he couldn't be able to defeat himself. But he could defeat, he had plenty of leaders he could defeat with that ability. If it wasn't a May, when play, you defeat a unit. No, you may defeat a unit. Therefore, if there's nothing for you to defeat, you don't. You can do nothing. Once again, this is an uncommon architect rare due to the forward, but it's Yoda, man. Why would you want other people to draw cards? I don't know. To become less of a threat to when you have no cards in your deck, you do 2 damage to your base to get them closer to that. There's a few reasons why. And Restore, I don't think we've talked about Restore. I know we've talked about Grid. And we might have talked about Ambush in a previous video. I'm not 100% sure. But Restore basically means when you attack with Yoda, you heal 2 damage from your base. So, that's a good thing. The Vigilance decks that are built all around restoring all damage to your base, making it very hard to kill you. That is a deck I have seen in the wild. So, yeah, Tutor. This is basically search your deck for any card. This is search your deck for any card and put it in your hand. They choose to split, then draw it, instead of put it in your hand, which is interesting wording. But, I'll be honest with you. I never know what to get from my deck, and it's really never helped me win a game. So I took the 2 that I have out. And I almost have a playset of this way. The playset in this game is 3, because the max of the number of cards you can have in your deck is 3. So having 2 of something in your deck means something. Is it Pokemon? No, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is also 3 of, isn't it? Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is also 3 of. So, this is a good card. I just haven't been able to use it properly. So because I can't use the card properly, I took it out of my deck. Does that make sense? I hope so.